and Kenny Constable here at trackside at Cow Palace in San Francisco, the championship game between the Bay Area Bombers and the Pioneers. There's part of the huge crowd enjoying the action. Rita Williams, who was slammed over the rail during that last jam, was carried to the dressing room by her coach, Buddy Atkinson Sr., and the trainer, Jerry Menez. Buddy Atkinson Sr. now is returning to the track. The trainer is with Rita Williams. He certainly hoping she was not seriously hurt. She didn't seem to land too hard when she went over the rail of the cement, but evidently she landed wrong. And sometimes it's the easy falls where you get hurt. Or what looks like an easy fall. It wouldn't be an easy one for us, believe me. Right now, we have the middle of the track, and Bob Dansell is on the move for the Bombers, number 34. And whipped out in pursuit by the Bald Eagle. Bob Hine is John Rice, 59, moving here for the Pioneers. That leaves Ronnie Robinson in the pack. Bill Hill in the back for the Pioneers, along with Bob Hine. Remember, they're skating with 4 men because of the penalty drawn by Francisco Shue. The Bombers in the back of Charlie O'Connor, number 40. Tony Roman, 37. Killer Oscar, 39. Pete Boyd, the moving ball, 36. It's equal on the jam. Dansell has the lead. John Rice working on him for the Pioneers. Moving up now. Ronnie Robinson back there with the block on Bob Dansell. Pete Boyd with the block on John Rice. Robinson another block in there. He puts Dansell down. He's moving up now to give John Rice some help. Pete Boyd the block on Rice, but then he's blocked out by Robinson and he's passed for a point. The Pioneers have scored 1, even though they only have 4 men on the track. Pete Boyd blocking again and John Rice. Robinson moving into the back, working on Tony Roman, and he's passed by Rice for a second point. So it's a big play for the Pioneers, particularly big. And due to the fact they only had 4 skaters out there, the Bombers have 5. They score 2. They grab a lead now 10-6 over the Bay Area Bombers. Moving past the Pioneers as soon as they got on the track here in the second period of this championship game. Remember to watch your Pioneers in action. They have some great home series coming up. We have a talented club. They have speed to burn out there. They have some tough competition coming up, though. Cameron's trying to move out. Gary Lorenz is out. Jim Cook is in front of him for the Bay Area Bombers. Jim Cook, 38. Gary Lorenz, 56 for the Pioneers. Also out of the jam, Nick Scopus, 54. Hammering a block on first roll, 32 of the Bombers. All 4 jammers are on and moving, and both clubs are at full strength, and they're hitting in that pack. They're hitting on the jam. Really pouring it on here because this is the big one. This is the championship game. And grabbing the lead in the jam, fast-moving Chris Rowe, Rookie of the Year. Chris Rowe moving. Ronnie Robinson back to the block of the Pioneers. Charlie O'Connell back there for the Bombers. Try to help him out. He's going to score. 1, 2, how many? 2 Bay Area Bomber points on the play. Boy, we got a change of complexion every time you turn around here. This time it was the Bombers with a quick 2 points. The Bombers have 8 on the scoreboard now, and the Pioneers have 10. With 8:30 to go here in the second period of the first half in this big one. This is it. Talented Pioneer Club against the Bombers, perennial champions. Although they haven't been for a couple of years, they have a tremendous history behind them of titles that they have won. Ken, why don't you call the next jam?
Okay, Walt, the Jammers moving from the rear of the pack now, and the Bombers, Tony Roman breaks out. He's got half the Pioneers trying to move after him. Charlie O'Connell moving out there. Gets everyone but Bob Hines. So the Bald Eagle moving out with a pivot helmet on. Roman catches him on stride and puts him down. And Bill Hill breaking out for the Pioneers now. He's got some track between him and Roman, however. Tony Roman, the Bombers' leading scorer the past 3 seasons. Trying to put his team back out in front now. He's going to be looking at Bob Hines. Back on defense. Hines set. O'Connell back there defending for the Bombers. Now Hill hit hard into the rail by O'Connell. Roman trying the inside. Blocked out by Bob Hines. About 20 seconds remaining. A lot of hard blocking. O'Connell is down. It's called off by Roman. And Tony Roman calling him off in time. There is no score. Remains a 10-8 game. The Pioneers on top by 2. Bud Atkinson Sr. up there on the track again. Some words of encouragement. This championship game, very important for Bud and for the Pioneer team. He's got the team together. He's got to prove it to his fans now if they won't fold in a clutch situation. Right now, they're leading the Bombers. Jammers moving, and the Pioneers are going to run it on the outside. Larry Smith in there, a big whip. And Nick Scopus out for the Pioneers. Rookie of the Year, Chris Rowe for the Bay Bombers. Right behind him now. Ronnie Robinson caught behind that back trying to catch up, blocking on the jam. And the veteran, Nick Scopus, puts the rookie down. Pioneers the advantage. Nick Scopus moving on the rear of the pack. And the Bombers have their secondary jammer out there, Jimmy Cook, about a quarter left back. Blocking at the rear, they got Pete Boyd in the middle. Nick Scopus trying to move on the outside. Look, got it. They have backfired. And Scopus tried to call it off, but he was down already. There is one Bomber point on that play. And that's a big Bomber point. Puts them within one. The score now, Pioneers 10 and the Bombers 9.
They're really battling. It almost seems like this is the final period of play, Ken, yet it's only the second period in the first half, so we have a lot of action yet to go. But when it's a championship game, the tensions are high.
Walt, particularly the contention, just the static electricity you can feel in the air between the Bombers and the Pioneers. They both want this one very bad.
Don't forget, you can get a free copy of the rules. You can also get on the mailing list, receive advance information on the next game in your area, just by putting mailing list or rules on the outside of the letter of the postcard. Send it to Post Office Box 1828, Oakland, California, 94604. Include your zip code number and the station in which you're watching this program. Get it in the mail right away. Right now on the jam, Bob Dansell, number 34, John Rice, 59, 110% skater. Working on Bob Dansell. He's got him going. He hammers into the track, and John Rice moves away for the Pioneers. John Rice moving a Bombers down, Tony Roman, but he picks himself up again. Ronnie Robinson put him on the deck. Roman back to the block. Dansell moving up on the jam. John Rice, 59, hammered by Tony Roman. Dansell grabs the lead in the jam. He's moving in Robinson. Rice is down, put there by Roman. Roman moving in Robinson. Robinson gets away from his block. And Dansell is blocked up by Robinson. Here's John Rice again. Roman will have to worry about him. Roman shoved by Robinson into the rail. He's passed by John Rice for a point. Robinson doing a great job back there for the Pioneers in that play, keeping Dansell under control, blocking out Roman, paving the way for John Rice to pick up that point. So the score now is the Pioneers 11 and the Bombers 9. 4:28 to go here in the second period of play in the first half. Boy, they're really moving out there in this game. Backs form, the play will get underway again. Jammers moving out. It's Chris Rowe out of the jam, 32, and chasing Gary Lorenz, 56. Secondary jammers are out, Jim Cook and Nick Scopus, but they're battling. They might not really get into scoring position. There are your lead jammers, Chris Rowe, 32. Moving behind Gary Lorenz, 56. They're gaining on the pack now. Moving into the turn, there's the pack. There come the jammers. Bob Hine back to the block number 57 for the Pioneers. Gary Lorenz goes by, then Bob Hine with a big leg block on Chris Rowe. Beat Boyd, the moving wall, 36 blocking out Gary Lorenz, rips him with a hard block. Larry Lorenz hammered again and again. Bob Hine now with hard blocks on Chris Rowe, slams him up near the rail. And Lorenz is decked in there by Pete Boyd. Bob Hine still blocking on Chris Rowe. Gary Lorenz moving again. And into the rail goes Gary Lorenz, and he's still trying to score on Pete Boyd. Bob Hine trying to move Pete Boyd out of there. 3 seconds. 2, 1. That's it. No score on that jam. They battled all the way. No points picked up. Score remains 11-9. The Pioneers lead the Bay Area Bombers.
Well, you look at the way they're throwing blocks out here with three minutes remaining in the second period of the game, and I don't see how they can keep it up like this for another 6 periods yet. They're hitting like it's the final 2 minutes.
Here we go. They're getting the pack organized, and another jam will get underway. Don't be surprised to see Charlie O'Connell jam in this game. He'll pull out all stops, as will Buddy Atkinson Sr. of the Pioneers, coaching there in the infield. Here we go. Bill Hill is out, 51, moving for the Pioneers, and Tony Roman is moving behind at number 37. Dynamite Tony. Tony Roman moving on Bill Hill. Roman trying to get a good shot at Hill. There he got it, and Hill goes down. And Tony Roman moves away, pouring it on now. Gil Orozco behind the pack, 39. He can lead the blocking for Tony Roman. Buddy Atkinson, you're on the track telling Bill Hill, pour it on, don't quit. Orozco leading the charge on Ronnie Robinson. Here comes a whip to Tony Roman. Underneath the leg block of Robinson. Roman scores 1. Then he cuts off the jam before he goes down again. You must be on your skates when you cut off the jam, and he was. So it's 1 point for the Bombers. They have 10 on the scoreboard now, and the Pioneers have 11. 11-10 is the score. 1:40 remaining here in the second period of play in the first half. Time enough for another jam. Time enough for points to be picked up in this championship game. Here we go again. Jim Cook is out for the Bombers. Treading him is Nick Skopas, great star of the Pioneers. Nick Skopas, number 54, moving on Jim Cook, 38 of the Bombers. Hammers on one side, hits him on the other side. And Cook stays on his skates, but Skopas gains a valuable room. Pete Boyd in trouble. Bob Hyde and Ronnie Robinson working on him, and here comes Nick Skopas. Skopas pouring it on. O'Connell back there to try and break it up. And Skopas runs into Pete Boyd, and Cook scores. O'Connell came back, blasted that block that Hyde and Robinson had set up, and Pete Boyd, all four went down. As Boyd got up, Skopas ran into him. Cook went by on the inside. He scored the 2 points. Fast passing Ronnie Robinson and Bob Hyde. And the Bombers grab the lead, 12-11 over the Pioneers. What looked like it was going to be a Pioneer play turned into a Bomber scoring play. 40 seconds left here in the second period. 12-11 is now the score. Up at the other end of the track, Pete Boyd, Ronnie Robinson and Bob Hyde having a few words. See, and you can't let the referees get up there, get them in back, get the pack. It's important that you stay in the game. It's important that you do not get in a fight. You're in there, you can't help your team. And believe me, with the championship game underway, you don't want to lose anybody at any time if you can help it. Pete Boyd bounced around twice, trying to regain the pack. Meanwhile, on the jab, John Rice moving with Bob Dansell in hot pursuit for the Bay Area Bombers. Dansell then, Rice. No, John Rice it is. Rice hit by Dansell. Pete Boyd blocking on Hyde. There goes 2 points in there. Oh, 1 point. One Bay Bomber point on the play. This is the crowd roar, and you must realize, this being the Cow Palace in San Francisco, that they're behind the Bomber team in this championship game. That is the end of that period, and the Bombers making a good run at the Pioneers. The score here at the end of the second period of play in the first half is the Bay Area Bombers 13 and the Pioneers